Hi guys, it's your girl Zukanye. Welcome back to Born with HIV podcast. Here at the back we have our letters that we wrote at the age of 12, if I can remember properly. And yes, we also have our new guest here with us. Can you please introduce yourself?
Greetings. My name is Ongezwa. 20 years old. So I'm here to share my journey of how I found out that I was HIV positive and how I've been keeping this accordingly, like not being scared to share about my status, and also the circumstances that I faced.
Okay, Ongezwa. So, how do you feel today? Let me first ask that.
I don't know. I'm not nervous. I'm just excited. Like, I want to do this. Yeah, that's the thing.
I'm so proud of you. Clap that. So, guys, we're going to be listening to Ongezwa's journey, everything that she went through, everything that she just needed to speak about it. Like, yes, yes, you can.
So as I was saying, guys, I grew up drinking medication, which I didn't know if they were the HIV medication. So when I was in grade 4, if not grade 5, I'm not sure. Okay, you can get it tied up. So what happened? I met with Sister Tembi, which is my social worker. So okay, she was like, okay, she greeted me first. Then after we talked a bit, there was a book that was called Sipho. Yeah, I remember. Like they used to give out so that we can read. But even though I did read that book, like there were nothing that hit up in my mind. Okay, why was I given this book? Like I was so blank.
What is it about?
Sorry, it's about a boy who was born with HIV. He was finding it so hard to drink his medication without knowing like the background about this, like why is he always
Drinking
supposed to
the
drink
medication.
this? So like he was fighting it tough, like I don't know. Somewhere in that book, it showed like how viruses have spread up, yes, across his body. So yeah, it was a book like that. Okay, so Sister we asked me about that book. Then I tell you about. Yes, I do remember about that. So she said, "Girl, okay." Like she said, I'm gonna tell you something. Like, okay, not freak and stuff. So like I was like, okay, I wonder what is it. Then she said, "Girl, you're HIV positive." Like I was so chilled. Okay, I said, okay.
Is it?
Like, yes.
Yo, girl, you're so strong.
I didn't know how to react. Okay, I think like I knew it, but my mind was fighting me.
You were in denial.
Yes. So after that, she said she's gonna introduce me to a group. Like there's a body group, so she's gonna introduce me to it. Okay, I didn't mind. Okay, so my first time like coming to that group, it was so nice. So I met up with a lot of people, of children my age. So and I was like, okay, I'm not the only one. Like we are cute and all. No one can identify if I'm HIV positive. So I go with flow. Okay, we started writing these letters at our young age. So sometimes we will write about the letters, dear mother, like you sharing your feelings towards that letter about how you feel about this whole thing. Sometimes we write letters about our goals, like the things we want to achieve in life. Okay, so sometimes those letters would be about like, okay, I remember this other time we wrote letter to the prof. Okay, cool, it was so nice, like about the changes we also wish to happen. Yeah. So okay guys, I think I was so naughty, okay, when I was in primary, because there were times where like I felt like I don't want to drink my medication.
Same.
So I would wrap them in a yellow paper and throw them out when I'm going to school, okay? So that like it will look like I did drink my medication. And that also did affect me because when I was coming for, when I did my blood test, so like the results are back, the doctor would say, girl, like what's happening, you are dropping and stuff. And I would lie.
Same. Funny thing that most of us in the study group, we experience the same thing. As she just mentioned now that she used to throw away medication, I'm sure half of the group used to do the same thing. Either flush, throw away, or do not drink at all, or lie. Even if the doctor has the proof, evidence, everything in front of them, and then we would still stick to our lie and say, yes, I did drink, maybe it was a mistake or something.
Like, what I also love is that they were counting our medication. I would dodge that and count for myself. Then if they are extra, I would throw those extra ones. So like everything would look on point. So, okay. And that's what, so Sister Amy used to tell us also about that it is not okay. So like we would share, like we hate drinking those medication like every day. And I don't know, sometimes it would feel like a life sentence, because it's something that you have to drink every day. Like, okay, it's worth that time because we used to drink medication 2 times a day, like in the morning and in the night, okay? So, and some of them would be hard to swallow. They would stuck on your throat. Like you would drink water, but still.
And you know what? I also think there was the problem why most of us did not like taking medication because of how it tasted, and also how when you drink, how you feel. It starts here, it gets stuck here, and it's not a nice feeling, Shem. I won't lie, it was not a nice feeling. That's why most of us were defaulting, you know.
So, okay, after a lot of work with Sister Amy, like, I realized this is my life. So, like, it's up to me. So, if I don't do this, I'm gonna end up being sick. So, like, okay, I should go with the flow. And everything was fine. Okay, so after they introduced me to this pill, I feel like I was taking my medication good. So they introduced me to this one pill. Oh, Shem, I was so happy. Like, imagine drinking 6 pills a day, like 6. So now I'm going to take only 1. I was so happy. But the problem with this one is that it was so hard to swallow, especially with water. Okay, but I take it anyway. But what's happened is that, you see, as I'm drinking with water every day, sometimes if I want to only drink water, like, okay, I'm thirsty. So that's what, I don't know if it was my mind or what, but that's what I would smell so bad, you know, smell of a pill. So
even if you drink water,
yes.
Oh, I think you were traumatized. I think it was trauma.
Yes. So what I decided to do after that, I would only, even now, I drink my water with juice. If it's not with milk.
Tablets with
yes. Sorry, I drink my medication with juice. If it's not with milk, So my journey was not hard, by the way. Yeah, I think it's because it was so easy for me to accept. That's why I didn't face any complications.
Oh, I was also about to ask you, were there any complications in life that you faced before?
No.
Or maybe in a relationship where you had to disclose your partner or talk about it? Like, people in your relationship, how was it? Did you disclose? Did you tell anyone, like your partner?
I did, to my current partner.
To your current partner, but did you have previous partners?
Only my friends know.
Okay.
Yeah. And it also was so easy for them to understand. They were so supportive, even now they still are. So with my partner, what I do before, I just share a story or I would lie about.
You make up a lie.
So like to test how does her mind work, if she's educated or uneducated, because I can't tell you that.
Okay, so sorry to cut you off, but like I just want us to tell our viewers there that your sexuality, because I think they will be confused. Did she say she?
Oh, by the way, I'm a lesbian, I'm a femme, so I date girls. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, back to what we're saying. So I would tell a story to check out how does my work. So after that, I realized, oh, she's so matured. Okay, so I can tell her, okay, I took that part. I did. Okay, yeah, she did ask questions, but she was so supportive. Like she didn't like cut me out. Like,
Okay.
yeah, not communicate. Everything was so good. After that, yeah.
Okay, so another question that I have for you is that which study did you find interesting? Being in research, because you're in research mostly, research. Being in research, how does it feel, or like how is it to be in research? Maybe other people wouldn't know, understand.
It's easy, you know. It's easy because it's easy more than the public clinics. Yeah, because here they do a certain things where like you won't find them in a public clinic, like checking our bloods, like okay, every now and then, even though like it's after a month or 2 months. Yeah.
And MRI scans to check if the virus is hiding in the brain.
Like they also calculate your pills to see if like you are drinking those medication correctly, like accordingly. Also, like being in research has taught me a lot. Like I don't
many
wanna
things.
lie. Yeah.
Same.
Yes, it also
I have a
made
lot
my
to
journey
say.
so easy. Like yeah, and I feel like if I found it out while in a public clinic, it was going to be hard because you notice how the nurses and the
so ignorant.
Yes, they're so ignorant. Like sometimes they would cash out,
and they would think you got it from someone. They don't know the whole story.
Yes, that's the thing. They don't ask. Like they don't check out your full information. They just assume, which I hate that.
A cure. Let's say if you would have a cure, maybe tomorrow, today, they would say, okay, we have a HIV cure. How would you feel about that? Like, how would you feel? Would you?
I would be happy. Okay. You know, sometimes taking medication is tiring, but at the moment, I feel like the cure would help a lot. But at bodies, we are not in a hurry. Like, there's still medication, which we are taking them correctly. Like, we are not struggling. Yeah. Share, like, how you feel about those pills. So, I'm not in a hurry, but if there isn't a cure, I would go for it. But like I'm not in a hurry.
It's not a rush.
Because you know, like
it's like whatever at this point.
Because sometimes I tell myself that being undetectable helps a lot. Like it's equal to you, that helps a lot. That helps a lot. So I think if I was not like I would be faster to approach the cure. Like because I wanna get this HIV off me. But no, I'm not.
Same. So guys, you just heard how she feels about the cure. We definitely know that out there are teenagers, young adults and adults that really are not coping and with medication, and they really need that cure. They would definitely they are craving for a cure. So I think for us buddies, we so privileged, I'd say. We are so privileged because if we were out there, I don't think we would have been here today.
Yes.
I really do not think so, because it is so hard to accept a status. One thing I can tell you for sure. So yes. Anything you want to
saying, you know what I hate also, especially those who take their medication at clinics. Like at clinics they're like, this is the ARV side, this is the...
It's pretty obvious. Yes. Even if someone that has a toothache, they will see you there.
So like, it's easy for a person to know about your status, like your neighbor. Yes, that's what I hate. So like, don't mind them, just live for you. Like, this is your life. Like, at the end of the day, everybody's gonna keep on talking. Like,
but do you realize? I think we are getting there with the stigma. Like see it's getting better, it's getting better. People are coming out on TikTok, people are posting on Facebook, people are talking about it, people have knowledge, I'd say some of them. So I think being out there to encourage, and
there will always be a positive side and a negative side.
So I think the stigma is getting there, guys. Like we are getting rid of it, like for real. It's over with it. We don't care. We do not care. Okay, so Ongezwa, before we wrap up our video for today, I would just like to ask you the last question. Should we ask you guys? Okay. So I would just want us to ask Ongezwa one last question before we close this video. So Ongezwa, what would you advise, or what would you say to a young girl that just found out that they are HIV positive? What would you say to them?
To those newly diagnosed teenagers, I would say, like, I know to some of us it's not easy, like finding out that you are HIV positive, like according to the way you got infected, also about this disease. So I would say, baby girl or baby boy, go with the flow. Like, it's not like you drinking medication every day, it's the end of your life. No, like, what's gonna end your life is the fact that you would stop taking those medication according to the rumors that you keep on hearing from the outsiders.
False information, for real.
Yes. What you should do, like, for you to specifically know about this, okay, ask your social worker, ask your close your friends, like
support group.
Support group, like I'm in a support group, okay. So, like, I think that's gonna be easier and it's gonna help a lot, more than you dealing with this trauma and stuff. Like, fight it. Thank you.
Yes. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in our video today. We appreciate you so much. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video to your friends and family. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.